Hello friends, I'm Neshik and today in this video I'll teach you how to create a professional and beautiful matrimonial and dating website with WordPress. This website that we're going to create in this video has all the important features and functionalities that a professional matrimonial and dating website must have. And this is the website that we are going to create in this video, as you can see from top to bottom. As you can see, let me show you a very quick demo of this website that we are going to create in this video. So this is the website. At top, obviously, we have our header. Then after that, we have our first section. Now, let me tell you one thing. Creating this website is super simple. You don't need any programming or coding knowledge to create this thing. It's all simple drag and drop. And this is one design. There are more than 20 designs available for this website. So this is just one of those designs. For header also, this is your header. This is one header. There are more than 20 headers available. So if you don't like this header design, if you want some other header design, you can do that as well. And this is your hero section or your search section. Now for this section also, if you don't like this section, you can just change the design. It is all super simple. For example, this is a vertical search section. If you want a horizontal search section, you can have that option as well. Now let me show you how this website works. So if I come to this website, I'm just visiting this website as a normal visitor. I have not registered on this website. So I can select this option that I'm looking for a female, maybe aged 20 plus, or you can select any option over here, 10 to 20, or not 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, anything like that. And after that, you can enter the location and click on search. Now, when you click on search, first you have to select any plan. So if you have not already registered on this website, or if you have not logged into this website, you'll have to select any plan, bronze, silver or gold, so that you can have access to these options. Suppose if you select bronze plan, you can click on select plan. Then you have to log into this website, or if you have not already created, you can click on this link, sign up here, and now you can create a new account. So you can enter your name, you can enter your gender, you're looking for what gender, and you can enter this option. So as you can see, this is working pretty good. We don't want obviously anyone coming to our website and contacting any members on this website. First they have to create an account, and only then they can contact any member. Even if a person comes, they can see this profile, and if they try to visit or view this profile, if I click on this profile, you can see again I'll have to purchase any plan. Only then I can see the profile. So let me actually do one thing. Let me sign into this account and let me show you what happens once you have purchased the plan and once you have signed up on this website. So I'll click on sign in. Now I'll enter my login credentials and click on sign in. And now as you can see, I'm automatically logged into this website. Now again, if I try to do the same thing, I'm looking for female age 20 plus, click on search. Now as you can see, this is how this thing works. Now it is showing male because I have not changed the gender of these profiles. This is all dummy profile. But as you can see, this is working absolutely fine. You will see this page, and here also you can do some more filtration. For example, if you want to filter person only based on their location, you can do that thing. If you want to filter per person based on their age, maybe I don't want minimum age as 20. I want minimum age as 30. So I can type in 30, and now as you can see, this will automatically refresh and this will change the profiles. Then I can change the gender, sexuality, ethnicity, eyes color, hair color, body, smoking, drinking, all these filtration option. And you can also add some more filtration option from your side as well. So based on your location, based on your culture or your tradition, you can add some more filtration taxonomies based on your country or your culture. I'll obviously show you how that is done. You can also sort this list based on different criteria. For example, you can see the popular first, you can see based on age, you can sort this option based on featured and based on distance. You can also add advertising features over here. For example, as you can see, we have this option. If someone wants to advertise on this place, they can click on this option, advertise here, and they can select any advertising plan and they can post their ads on this website. Now let's see how a single profile page looks like. So again, if I come back to the home page and let me select this profile. Okay, this one. So I'll select this profile. And here, this is how the profile looks like. You will see all the images of this person in this gallery form. And if after that, you can see all the options. So the gender of this, as I said earlier, I have not changed the gender of this person. sexuality, ethnicity, eyes color, hair color, body shape, age, whether they drink or smoke or not. You can say all this option, and all the features they can type in about them. You can all see all these options from here. If you want to add this person as your favorite, you can click on add favorite, and after that, if you want to send this person some message, you can click on send message, and you will be automatically redirected to this page. Now you can type in any message and click on send message, and as you can see, you can chat with some people. So I'm chatting with this person. I was chatting with this person earlier. You can see this screen over here. So this is how this thing works. Let me show you some more option, and after that I'll show you the dashboard, which is very important. Now when you scroll down, as you can see, this is a carousel section. You can see all the different profiles over here. If you want to create your own profile, you can click on this option, add profile. I'll show you how this thing works. Then when you scroll down, you have again different sections over here. Again, let me tell you one thing, creating this website is super simple. We'll be using Elementor to create this website. So creating it is really simple, and you can design it however you want. We'll also see how we can implement newsletter option over here, how we can use this cookies option over here, this cookies notice and all those things. Now another great feature about this website is that everything here happens on the front end. So when a person creates a new account on your website, they don't have to go to the back end or the dashboard. They have their own front end dashboard from where they can manage their account, from where they can chat with some other members on this website. So if I click on this option, my account option, here as you can see, this is the front end dashboard for this option. So this is my account. I am right now active. I don't have any I have not yet liked any profiles or anything. I have viewed or I have seen 54 plus profiles, and all these options can be seen. If I want to add a new profile, or if I want to send some message, or if I want to change my membership, I can do everything from here. I can click on details, change my details. I can click on profile and see all the different profiles available, or basically whoever I have seen. Because I'm the admin, I can also do some changes on their profile, but obviously not everyone can do that. I can go to my messages, chat with some people. I can go to my membership option. I can see which membership plan I'm using. So as you can see, I'm using bronze membership. Now you can have different memberships and you can give different features on that. For example, let me again do one thing. Open this website in a new tab. Now again, if I show you this option, now in this membership option, I can send messages, I can read messages, I can read profiles and all these options. But you can do one thing. For example, for bronze member, you can view the profile, but you cannot send a message. And to send a message, you'll have to upgrade to maybe gold or silver membership plan. So you can do these things so that you can earn some extra money through membership plans, so that people purchase the higher level, higher tier membership plans, so that they can do all the things. They can send gifts, they can access the chat room, they can do all these options. So we can see how this membership option works. Then after that, you can see your invoices. This is for the admin. So whenever someone purchases any membership plan, you can see the details over here. You can download the invoice and all. And then if you have added any profile as your favorite profile, you can click on this link and you can see that I have not added any profile as my favorite profile. Then we also have the advertising option. So if you want to advertise on this website, you can choose any banner. You can give them the banner and your website or your things will be advertised. For example, if I come back to this option, buy more, I can see if I want to advertise on blog page, or if I want to come on top of the search, I can select this package, I can purchase this package. Then whenever someone searches for any option, I will be on the top. Let me show you again. If I search for some profile, you will see first there will be sponsored ads. So these people, they have paid us some money so that their profile displays at the top of the search. So these are the sponsored ads. So you can have this option as well to make some extra money. And if a person wants to add their profile for the first time, they can click on this option, add profile. They can again select this option. You can have this option if you want. So if a person wants to add a profile, it is free. But if they want their profile to be featured on the homepage, like all the other, these are all featured profiles. As you can see here, it says featured, featured, featured. You can see this label which says featured. So if they also want to be featured on homepage, they'll have to pay $10 or $10. Then if they want to be sponsored on this website so that their profile shows on the search page, on the blog page and all the other pages, they'll have to purchase some higher tier package. So this is how this packaging system works, and they can enter all the details and they can simply click on save changes. Then after that, we have some more pages. We'll see how to create the blog page so that we can also see how blogging system works. You can create different blogs and this will help you to generate some extra traffic through Google search results. And here also you can see we have this advertise banner over here. So if someone wants to advertise their ad over here, they can do that as well. This is your blog page. Then after that, you have your chat room option. So any member can come and they can have a free open chat room over here. So this option is also given. Then we have some other pages like your contact page, facts page, about page. We'll see how to create all these different pages. We will see how to create this, how it works page. So in this page, we'll explain how this entire system works, all the different features that is available with this website. So as you can see, the design is great, has all the important features, and it has a lot of flexibility. So however you want to create this website based on your preferences, based on your needs, you can create it and you can edit it. Right, so this was a very short demo of the exact same website that we will be creating in this video. I hope you guys like the demo website. Now if you like the demo website and if you want to create the exact same website, make sure you watch the complete tutorial. And before you proceed further, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any future notifications. If you find this video helpful, give a thumbs up to this video, share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, whatever social media platform you use. And throughout the video, if you have any doubts, any comments, any suggestions for me, you can always leave them in the comments section below. Alright guys, now let's start creating this website. Alright guys, now to create any kind of website, whether it's a matrimonial website, an e-commerce website, a simple blog or a business website, any kind of website, we need two basic things: a domain name and a hosting account. A domain name is simply the name or the URL of your website. For example, blogdude.com, youtube.com, google.com, fahem.in, all these things are different domain names. So we also have to register a domain name on the internet so that whenever someone wants to visit your website, they can simply type in this domain name in the URL bar and they can land on your website. Now the second and the most important thing about your website is a hosting account. A hosting is basically a computer wherein your entire website is saved. So if you see this entire website, all these different profiles, all the different pages, all the databases and all, this entire website is saved in a computer. And that computer is running 24/7 so that whenever someone wants to visit your website at any given time from any particular country, they can always see your website live. So your website is always live, your website is always up and running. Now hosting is the most important thing about your website because everything related to your website is directly or indirectly dependent on your hosting. So your website speed, your website's performance, the user experience on your website, and even your rankings on Google search results is totally dependent on your hosting. So if you've selected a good and reliable hosting, your website speed and performance will be amazing. You will get better ranking in Google search results and your website will also be 100% secure. And obviously in contrast to that, if you selected a bad and crappy hosting, your website speed and performance will be bad and security will also be not that great. Now there are literally thousands of different hosting providers available in the market, but unfortunately only handful of them are really good enough to consider. Most of the hosting providers, they just provide hostings for very cheap, but their hosting services are really bad. So if your website is hosted on their hosting services, your website speed and performance will be really bad. But you don't have to worry about that. You can simply do one thing. You can open a new tab and type in blogdude.com/SG. SG stands for SiteGround and this link is also given in the video description below. Now before you proceed further, let me make one thing very clear. SiteGround has recently did some changes in their website, so they have stopped their service in many different countries. In fact, in most of the countries, I would say. Now right now on your screen, you can see only those countries wherein SiteGround still offers their service. So you can see North and South America, Australia, European Union, and some countries in Asia. Now for most of the countries, if you're from a country which is not in this list, for example, if you're from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, or any other African country, for you I'm recommending you a different hosting provider. So you can again open a new tab and type in blogdude.com/FC. And FC stands for Fast Comet and this link is also given in the video description below. So again, you don't even have to type in this thing, simply click on that link and you should be redirected to this page. Now according to my recent testing, I have tested many different hosting providers from SiteGround, A2 Hosting, Bluehost, TMD Hosting, GoDaddy, HostGator, Fast Comet, all these hosting providers. I have found out that these two hosting providers are really great, SiteGround and Fast Comet. So both the links are given to you in the video description below. Now in SiteGround, I recommend the GrowBig plan because here you can create unlimited websites. You have 20 GB of SSD space, fastest quality, best SSD space. you have all these different features that you can see. You have free SSL certificate, manage WordPress, and all these options. And here at SiteGround, these guys are using the Google Cloud platform to host your website. And security is also very good over here because these guys are using artificial intelligence to host your website. And in the Fast Comet, I recommend this option, this middle plan, Fast Cloud Plus plan. Again, very much similar plan, unlimited websites you can create. You have free website transfer in both the domains and in both the hostings. You have 25 GBs of SSD RAID 10 storage over here. So whatever hosting you want to select, if you want to select SiteGround, if you want to select Fast Comet, you can select this thing. If you select Fast Comet, select this option, Fast Cloud Plus, and click on this Get Started button. And if you select this option, SiteGround option, you can select this option and click on this Get Plan button. Now from here for 4-5 minutes, I'm going to show you two screens for SiteGround also and for Fast Comet also, just to make sure that both the audience get to know these steps. Okay, so here first of all you have to register a new domain name. So whatever domain name you want to register, simply type in that domain name over here. For example, if you want to type in, or if you want to register nayashik.com, type in nayashik over here and select .com, or if you wanted to select some other country specific domain names or some generic domain name extension, you can select that thing. For example, .net, .org, .biz, for country specific like for India, .in, for generic extension like .guru, .dating, all these options are available. So you can register a new domain name over here. Or if you already have a domain name on some other website, for example on GoDaddy or on Namecheap, you can select the second option. I already have a domain name. And here you can type in that domain name that you have registered on GoDaddy or Namecheap and that you want to use with this hosting provider. And similarly on Fast Comet also, if you want to register a new domain name, type in that domain name, select the domain name extension from here. Or if you already have a domain name registered somewhere else, select the second option, I already have a domain name, type in that domain name and click on Use this domain. Now you'll see this screen, and here you have to just enter your basic information like your first name, last name, your address, phone number, all this basic information. Now here you just have to remember one thing, that whatever email address and master password you set over here, make sure you remember this thing, because in future this will be really useful for you. Whenever you want to log into your Fast Comet cPanel, you will have to enter this email address and password. Then when you scroll down, you will see your product information. Again over here also you will see you don't have to make any changes over here for you. Whatever plan you have selected, that will be selected for you. Whatever data center location is nearest to you, that will be automatically selected for you. Again, just make sure you go at the bottom. And here if you want, you can make payment through credit card and debit card, or if you want, you can make payment through PayPal. You just have to make sure that you have either a Visa or a MasterCard. Alright. Then when you scroll down at the bottom, this is the amount that you have to pay, and just click on this complete order button. Now once you click on that complete order button, you have to come to this page, or you have to type in this domain name, my.fastcomet.com, and here you have to enter the email address and master password that you have just set and click on login. Now in the client area, you have to just scroll down and you will see this option over here. You will see your domain name. So I have registered this domain name, and besides this domain name, you will see this CP button, which stands for cPanel. Just click on that button. Again, enter your master password and click on proceed. Now a new tab will be opened and you will see your cPanel. So this is your cPanel. Now under cPanel, we have to do two basic things. We have to install SSL certificate on the domain name, and after that we have to install WordPress on that domain. So first of all, see at the left and see at the right hand side under primary domain, if it says DV certificate for you, it means that SSL is already installed and activated on your domain. So you don't have to do any extra steps. But if it does not say DV certificate, it means that SSL is not yet installed on your domain name. So you can do one thing, you can click on this search bar and you can type, or you can search for Let's Encrypt and click on this option, Let's Encrypt option. And you will have to search for your domain name. For example, if my domain name is this, nayashik.com, I can select this domain name, and after that you will see this button, issue button. Click on this issue button, and after that again click on issue. SSL will be installed for your website. Now again come back to your Fast Comet cPanel. Now once you install SSL on your domain name, after that you have to install WordPress on that domain. So to do that thing, you have to search for Softaculous app installer. You will see this option, click on this option. Now you'll see WordPress over here. Select this, click on install. Now from here, you just have to make sure few things. Under choose protocol, you must have HTTPS. Okay, there are two options, HTTP and HTTPS. You must select this option, HTTPS1. Then after that, you have to select the domain name on which you want to install WordPress. So I'm selecting this domain name, dating.fahem.in. And after that, you will see this option, in directory. make sure under in directory nothing is typed. This is blank. So if you see WP or anything typed over here, just delete that thing and make sure this is blank. Now scroll down, you will see a site name and site description. Now under site name, just type in your website name, whatever it is, blogdude.com or whatever your website name or your company's name is. And then after that, you will see a site description. Now under site description, you just have to describe your website in few words. So you can just type in anything over here. Then you will see your admin account. So you have to set a username and password for your admin. So I would recommend you to just delete this admin and type in something else, some unique username. And also make sure you delete this password and type in some password of your choice. And once you do that, you will see admin email. Again, make sure you delete this email and type in your own email address over here. Alright. Now scroll down at the bottom and click on install. Now once you click on install, you will see that WordPress has started installing on this domain name. This is a pretty short process. It will hardly take 10 to 12 seconds. Now as you can see, it is already done. Once you open this thing or once you install WordPress on your domain name, you will get two links. One link is your website link. So if you open this in a new tab, this is how your website will look. And your second link is your dashboard link. Okay, so this is how your website, this is how your dashboard will look like. Now let me show you the same process on SiteGround. The steps are all same, just a little bit difference here and there. So under SiteGround, once you have selected this option, I already have a domain name. Type in that domain name and click on proceed. Then you will come to this step. And again, I'm saying steps are all same, just a little bit difference here and there. So I think I should just cover both the hostings. Now here under account information, you have to enter your email address and you have to set a password. So just like Fast Comment, here also you have to remember this email address and password. Now this is the most important thing. Now if you select India over here, you will see this option, SiteGround services are not available in this selected countries. So if you select USA, you won't have any problem because SiteGround is providing services over here. Similarly, if you select maybe Pakistan or some other country, again, not accepted in these selected countries. So for those people, again, as I said earlier, select Fast Comment. And again, just make sure you enter your basic information. You enter your credit card, debit card number. And then again, go at the bottom, scroll down at the bottom. Make sure you don't do any changes under plan, data center and period. Go at the bottom, tick mark these two things. And so let me change the country so that I get the payment option. I'll make it Canada or USA. Now you get this payment option. You can now click on this pay now button. Then once you make the payment, you have to come to this link, my.siteground.com. So just like my.fastcomment.com, you have to come to my.siteground.com and you have to enter the username and password or email address and password which you have selected in your previous step. Select that and click on login. And this is your client area for SiteGround. Okay, this is how it looks like. This was your client area for Fast Comment. This is for SiteGround. On SiteGround, you have to click on websites. Then you will see your domain name, whatever domain name you have registered, you will see that domain name. And below that domain name, you will see Site Tools. Click on that button, Site Tools button. And here also we have to do two things. We have to install SSL on our domain name. And after that, we have to install WordPress on that domain. And after that, all these steps are same for both the hostings. So to install SSL on this domain name, you'll see all the different options at the left hand side. Click on security and click on SSL manager. Now from here, you have to select the domain name on which you want to install SSL. So simply select that domain name and from select SSL, select let's encrypt and click on get. Once you click on get, once SSL is installed on your domain name, you'll see your domain name at the bottom. And besides your domain name, it would say active, which means SSL is active and installed on this domain name. And once this is done, you can install WordPress on this domain. So to do that thing, from the left hand side, click on WordPress, click on install and manage. Now there are two options. We just have to select the first option, WordPress option. So select this option. Now from here, select the domain name on which you want to install WordPress, or select any domain name from here. And under the installation path, again, just like Fast Comment, make sure you don't type in anything, just leave it as it is. If you see this thing tick mark for you, install WordPress starter, make sure you untick this thing. You remove this tick mark from here. And you also, you have to just search, or you have to type in some username and password for your website. And then you have to enter your personal email address. Then after that, you just have to click on this install button. Again, this is also a very small process, hardly takes 10 to 12 seconds. And now here also you'll see you get two different links. So two different buttons. If you open this button in a new tab, you will see your website, which is this. And this second link is your admin panel. So if you click on this button, admin panel button, if you don't see this admin panel button, you can do one thing. You will see this button over here at the bottom. Besides your domain name, you'll see this button, log into admin panel. You can click on this button and you will automatically be logged into your dashboard. And from here, these steps are same for both the hostings. Now this page, this dashboard page is the most important page of your website, because from this page you will be controlling your entire website. So whatever you want to do on your website, if you want to change the design, for example, we'll be very soon changing the design from this to something amazing like this. So if you want to change the design, if you want to add any features, if you want to manage comments, manage payments, orders, subscription, all these things will be done from this page, from your dashboard page. And whenever you want to come back, whenever you want to come to your dashboard page, you simply type in your website name and after that put a /wp-admin, you will land on this page. And whenever you install WordPress on a new domain name, there are a few basic things that we have to understand and there are a few basic settings that we have to do. So let's first do that. Now from the left hand side, first option is your dashboard option, and this is how your dashboard looks like. The second option is your post option. And when you click on that, you will see one post is already created for you, hello world. Now this is just a demo or a dummy post. Obviously we'll be deleting this post and we'll create our own post like these ones. If you click on blog, you can see we have created many different blogs. So I'll show you in this video how you can create your own blogs. Then you have your media option. So whatever images or whatever media files you see throughout your website, all those files you can find it over here and you can manage them from here. Then you have your pages option, obviously, which will be used to create different pages like your home page, about page, contact page, all those different pages. Then you have your comments page, which obviously will be used to manage comments. So whenever someone posts any comment on your website, you can see all of those comments over here. If you want, you can approve, unapprove them, you can reply them, you can delete these comments from here. Then you have a very important option, your appearance option. And under appearance, you will see there are 3 themes or 3 or 4 themes already installed for you. And one of those themes is already active. Here it says active 2020. So this theme is activated right now on your website. And your website design, this design is because of this theme. So if you do one thing, if you don't do anything on your website, if you just change the theme, if you change or if you activate some other theme, let's see what happens. So if I activate this 2017 theme on my website and if I again come back to this website and refresh it, now as you can see your website design is completely changed. So this is basically what a theme does. A theme changes the design and appearance of your website. Now you must remember one thing, that you must always have only one theme installed and activated. So all these extra themes, you can click on that. At the bottom right corner, you'll see the delete button. Make sure you delete all these extra themes. And obviously later on in this video, we'll be using some other theme, not this boring theme. Then you have the plugins option. Now under plugins, you'll see few plugins are already installed and activated for you. We don't want these plugins, so we can simply delete them from here. Now a plugin is basically a software or an add-on that will add some extra features and functionalities to your WordPress website. For example, right now on our website, we don't have any feature or functionality of a matrimonial or a dating website. So to add these features and functionalities on our website later on in this video, we'll be using some other plugins that will add all these features and functionalities to this website. Now you'll see the settings option, click on that. And again, if you have not already changed your website title and description, you can do it from here. Then when you scroll down, if you see WordPress address and site address, and if here it says HTTP instead of HTTPS, make sure you make it HTTPS. For example, let me show you. If you see something like this, here it says HTTP both at top and bottom. So make sure you make it HTTPS both at top and bottom so that your website is secure. As you can see, you must see this logpad over here besides your domain name, and it should say connection is secure. So make sure you have HTTPS over here. And after that, also make sure your personal email address is present, and under membership, make sure you type in or you tick mark this thing, anyone can register, so that customers or your visitors or your users can come to your website, they can register and they can create a new account on your website. Then you can change the time zones for example, I'm from India, so I can select the Kolkata time zone. Now go at the bottom and click on save changes. Now under settings, you will see permalinks, click on that. And if you see plain or day and name or month and name, any one of these options selected, make sure you change this thing. Select the post name option, which is the most SEO friendly URL permalink structure. Select this post name option, go at the bottom and click on save changes. Now again, let's come back to dashboard. Now on our dashboard, you will see all these widgets. These are not really useful ones. So we can click on screen option and we can untick all these widgets from here. These are not really useful. Later on in this video, when we install new themes and plugins, we'll get some useful widgets and we can show those widgets on our dashboard. Alright guys, so with this, all your basic settings related to your WordPress website are 100% completed. Alright guys, now let's do one thing. Let's install a new theme, because right now, as you can see, this is how your website looks like. And obviously we don't want our website like this. We want to create a beautiful website and a beautiful design like this one. So for that we need a new theme, and to get that theme, come back to your dashboard, click on appearance from the left hand side, and now to download that theme, again open a new tab and type in blogtool.com/dating. Again, this link is also given in the video description below, so you don't even have to type in this thing. Simply click on that link and you should be redirected to this page. Now when you scroll down, you will see there are so many different themes available. As you can see, directory theme, micro job theme, auction theme, shopping cart, real estate, classified, all these different themes. We need this theme, dating theme. So when you scroll down, you will see this theme and you have to click on this button, view this theme. And we need to download this theme. So click on this button, download now. And because this is a premium theme, this will ask you whether you want to download only this theme or if you want to download all the other themes. So if you want to download only this theme, this dating theme, this will cost you $99. And if you pay $400, you can download all the other themes as well. So if you click on themes, I think 15 themes are available for different purposes. For example, as you can see, coupon theme, micro job theme, directory theme, all these things. Obviously, whatever you want, you can select that thing. So if you just want a simple dating theme, or if you're a web developer, if you have some clients and if you want all these different options, you can go with this option as well, all our themes option. So whatever option you want, you can simply click on get started. Then after that, you have to make the payment. So click on yes, place order, make the payment and purchase this theme. Now once you purchase this theme, you have to again come back to this page and you have to log into this page to download. So let me do that. Alright guys, so as soon as you log into this page, you will see all the themes that you have purchased. Now because I have purchased that $3.99 package, I can see all the themes. You just have to select the theme, this dating theme, and click on this download button. Now when you do that, you will see a new zip file will start downloading. You can see that at the bottom left corner of this screen. I can cancel this thing because I already have this theme page, or I already have this file. Now come back to your website, come back to your dashboard. Under appearance, click on add new. And now we need to upload this theme. So click on upload theme, click on choose file and select that file that you have just downloaded. So let me select that file from here. I'll select this file, click on open and now click on install now. And now as you can see, your theme is successfully uploaded. Now you need to activate this theme. So click on this link, activate link. And this theme will be activated. You can do one thing, you can now delete this extra theme as well, because we just need one single theme over here. Now you'll see a new option is added at the left hand side top corner. You have to click on this installation button. You'll have to now enter your order ID so that you can continue with this. You can activate this theme and you can install all the other plugins that comes with this theme. So for that, again, come back to this page and you will see your license key over here. Copy your license key from here, come back to this website, paste it over here. Tick mark this thing, I agree to the terms of usage and click on continue. Now once you click on continue, you will see this page. This is first of all activated. Now there is one setting with this theme is that they will ask you to activate, or they'll ask you to select this design and they will ask you to import all the demo content. Now this does not happen with all the other themes, but I've seen that with Premium Press themes, this is what happens. So you have to actually download, you have to actually select any one of these designs and you have to actually import all the demo content. So we'll have to do that. So whatever design you like, you can select that thing. For example, if you like this design, select this option and click on this button, install design. Now we will be redirected to this page and let's see what happens. And now again, you will be redirected to your website, your home page. And as you can see, all the demo content is 100% imported for you. Even this cookie notice is imported for you if you click on accept. And obviously the images will not be imported for you. These images might be copyright. So you can do one thing, you can actually click on a link which is given in the video description below. When you click on that link, you will be redirected to my website blogtool.com. Now for all the tutorials on my channel, I always create a single blog post for that. For example, if you click on this link, you will see for this tutorial how to start your own domain and hosting business. I have created this blog post. So you will be redirected to a similar blog post and you will see this button, download free images. Click on this download button and you will download a zip file. Again, you have to unzip that file So whatever zip file you have downloaded, simply right click on that and click on extract files. When you do that, you will see a new folder will be created for you, media folder, and in that you will see all these images. So for the blog images, for profile images, I've given all these images to you just so that it makes your job easier. If you don't have any content for now, you can use these dummy content. Now again, come back to your website. So this is how your website looks like right now. We have all the content, but we need to understand how this entire thing works because the settings are not 100% completed. Only some demo content is available for you. So let's see how this thing works. Now first of all, if you do one thing, if you click on add profile, you can see that you can easily add a new profile. You just have to select this package and you can add a new profile. If you click on some other option, like let me actually do one thing. Let me copy this website link and let me open this in a new private window. So I'll open this website in a new incognito window. And as you can see, this is how this thing works. This is how your website. Now, as you can see, I've opened this website in a private window, which means that I'm not logged into this website. I'm just a regular visitor. Now, when a regular visitor comes to your website, if they try to open a profile, they can do that. They can see the profile. Obviously, we don't want this option. We don't want anyone to just come to your website and they can see any profile. They can add a profile. They can do all these things. So we don't want this option. So first, before doing anything else, let's first restrict this website, restrict all the other options. Like a user cannot just view any profile. They have to first sign up to your website, and after that only after that they can view the profile, all these restrictions. So let's first add these restrictions and after that we can proceed further. So to do that, again come back to your dashboard, and over here at the left hand side you will see a new option is added, premium price option. Click on that option. Now we'll see all these options one by one, like dashboard, order, profiles, all these options later on in this video. For now, we have to do one thing. You have to click on settings. Right now, we're just doing the basic restriction on the website, and after that, some more things we can do later on. Now, first of all, for registration, you will see this option under settings. You will see registration. Click on that. And now we have to restrict this website. So first of all, we do want to allow registration. So if a new user comes, if a new visitor comes, they want to register to your website, we do want to allow this thing. So make sure you turn this thing on. Now when they try to register on your website, we want the user can set their own usernames. If you make this thing off, you will give a particular username or any demo username for your users. We don't want that. We want to allow the users to have their own username, to have their own password. And if you want to hide first name and last name, you can do that thing as well. I don't know how to do that. Now, once you do this much, just click on save settings. Then after that, you will see this option, search settings. Click on this option. And here you will see some options. So first of all, under search results, when someone searches for any profile, how many profiles do you want to show per page? So if I just click on this search button, as you can see, there are 12 profiles shown on one page, like 4 in each row. So this is how this thing works. If you want to increase or decrease this number, you can obviously do that. Now we want to make sure that this thing is on, require login. So this will stop non-members from using the search page. So right now, if I don't say, right now I've just made it on, but I have not saved the settings. Again, if I come back to this page, this private window, if I click on search, as you can see, anyone can just come and they can search for any profiles. We don't want that. So if I just click on save settings, again come back to this private window, go back to the website, refresh it. And now if I try to search this thing, let's see what happens. Now as you can see, when I try to search, I'm redirected to the login page. So first now I have to log into this website only, then I can search for any profile. Let me show you again. Again, if I come back to this website and click on this search button, now as you can see, I'm redirected to this login page. So this is working. Then you can do some more things. We'll again come back to these settings later on in this video. We'll do all these settings in more detail, in more advance. Right now, I'm just doing the basic restrictions. Now you can come back to Google Maps, and if you want, you can enable this option. So if you want to display Google Maps for profile, basically if a profile or if a person wants to show their exact location, you can enable this option. Again, we'll see this option later on. Now you will see listing settings. So click on this option, listing settings. For now, I want to do one thing. How many listings can each member create? Now, right now it is set to default. It is set default to unlimited listings, which simply means that I'm a user over here. I can come back to this website and I can add unlimited listings. So I can click on add profile. I can add my profile. Then again, I can do the same. I can repeat the same process and I can create unlimited profiles. Obviously, we don't want this thing. We want one user to create only one listing. So we'll select this option, one listing only, and whether this listing requires admin's approval or not. So by default it is selected no. So if a user comes to your website and if they create a new listing, that will be published directly on your website. So anyone can just see that listing. But if you select this option, yes, admin approval, now whenever a user creates a new listing, you will have to first approve that listing. Only then that listing will show on your website. So you can, enable or disable this option according to your needs. And we also want to make sure that this option is enabled, so that a user must log in before they can see any listing page or before they can see any user's profile. Okay, so very important option. Now again, click on Save Settings. Then after that, under Settings, you will see Membership option. Click on this option. Now here we want to make sure that this thing is enabled, membership option is enabled. So this will disable all the listings with free access. So a person must select any membership option. We'll see that thing later on. Again, make sure that this thing is also tick mark, force membership. Again, it will do the same thing. It will make sure that a user, before seeing any profile, before doing anything else, they must have a listing or they must have a membership plan active with their profile page. Now you can come over here. You can do some changes on these memberships plans, like with bronze membership, what all a person can do. They can send messages, they can read messages, all this option. Again, I'm saying these are these settings that we'll see later on in this video in detail. Right now we are just doing basic settings. Now if I again come back to this website, let me actually cut this page, again open this website in a new private window. Now if I scroll down, if I try to open any post, any single profile page, as you can see, first I'll have to select any plan, bronze plan, silver or gold plan, because we have forced membership. Without any membership plan, whether it's a free membership or a premium membership, that does not matter, but a person must have a membership plan. Only then they can see any profile page. Also, we have seen if a person now tries to search for any profile, they cannot do that. Okay, they must have a membership plan. If a person tries to add a profile, they'll have to again select a membership. So this is really important. You just don't want this option like that, so that anyone can come to your website, they can do anything. And right, for now I'll just cut this page. We'll come back to this page later on. Right, so now let's do one thing again. First, come back to your dashboard. Now before we do anything else, let me do one thing. Now for all you, whatever your website, you're creating this matrimonial or dating website, and for you might want some other options. For example, if I open any profile, you can see what all options we are displaying over here. So I'm displaying the gender, I'm displaying the sexuality, I'm displaying ethnicity, eye color, hair color, body shape, age, drinks, smokes, all these options. Maybe for you might want to add some other options. For example, you might want to add some more options. For example, if you want to add an option for education, whether this person, whatever the person holds any education degree or not. Again, for example, if you come back to one website, which is Shaadi.com, which is an Indian matrimonial website. Here, as you can see, they have added this option, religion option. So if a person wants to see based on different religions, in fact, in religion also, they have some different categories like Brahmins and Hindu, hundreds of different castes or categories. All these options can be added from here. Whether you like it, you don't like it, I'm just showing you, I'm showing you and I'm explaining you that you can add all these options. If you want to add religion option, caste option, or any other option, you can do that as well. Now these are some features option, and you can see all these options which are added. So first of all, let's start with these options. So what all you want and what all you don't want. So you come back to your dashboard, and from the left hand side, click on Profile. You will see all the different demo profiles that are created for you. If you want, you can just get rid of all these profiles. Select this option under bulk action, click on Move to Trash, and you can delete all these profiles. I'm not going to do that for now. I just want to have these profiles just so that we can see all this detail on the demo website. Now we'll see all the different options that are already created for you. As you can see, gender, sexuality, ethnicity, eyes, hair, whatever option you want. Now you can go to gender. And you can see there are so many options created over here: male, female, couple, trans man, all these options. Now, if you want to delete some option from here, you can just delete it. Or if you want to add some more options, you can just add some option. For example, I can add one option, option number 3. So I can just click on add new category. And now as you can see, this option is added. If I again come back to this page and refresh it, now whenever a person wants to create a new profile, if I select this option, add a profile, if I select a free option, any option, for example, let me select this bronze option, and we have an option for admin. You can just test admin just so that you can see whether this thing is working properly or not. So I've just made the payment, and if I try to add a profile now, select this free package, and if I scroll down under gender, you can see one more option is added for you. So you can add these kind of options if you want. Now, if you totally want to get rid of any option, for example, if you don't want to display this ICE option, okay, so you can do one thing. You can go to this Premium Press option, open this in a new tab, and under settings, you will see taxonomies option. So under settings, here it is. As you can see, you can simply delete or deactivate this option. So as you can see, this option is given over here. You can simply deactivate this option from your website. Click on Save Settings. Again, if you come back to this website and refresh it, click on this option, select package. And what is this option? This was for ICE, I guess. Yeah. Now you can see this option is still added over here because we have not deleted it, but we have hidden it from the search page and listing page. So if you open this search page or if you open the listing page, let's open the search page first. Sidebar grid. Here you will not see the eyes option over here. As you can see, hair color is present, body is present, all these options are present. Eyes option is gone. If you open any single profile, and when you scroll down, as you can see, one option is gone from here, and that is that eyes option. So if you want, you can do this thing as well. Now, if you want to add one option from your side, for example, we want to add this religion option. So you can scroll down and you can add this option over here. You can give it a title of religion, and under taxonomy 2 key, I'll type in again religion, but without any capital letter. So without any uppercase. Now click on Save Settings. Now when you click on Save Settings, you have to scroll down again and you will see this is created for you. Again, click on Save Settings. Now once you do that for the second time, you will see this option is added over here. Now you can change this icon for this. For example, if you see, we have different icons for different options. So for this taxonomy, I want to change the icon to some religion icon, something like that, whatever you want, cross or some icon like this. Or maybe let's select any icon. Let me select let's select this heart icon. Okay, just for demo purposes. And I want to display this on search page and also on listing page. Now click on Save Settings. Again, if you come back to this profile and refresh it, now as you can see, we do have the religion option, but because this person has not selected anything, it says none. You can also do one thing. You can change the order of this option. For example, for suppose religion is the most important thing for me, so I can change this order to 1 instead of 10, and I can select gender and I can make it 10 order. If I click on Save Settings again, and if I come back to this website and refresh it, now as you can see, religion is the first option because we have changed the order. So if you want, you can change this order as well. So just change the order number from here. Just make sure two options don't have the same order number. So if this one is 10, make sure there is no other option with the same order number 10 or order number 3. You must not have two order with the same order number or two taxonomies with the same order number. That is really important. And similarly, you can now just go ahead and add some more options if you want. Now let's again come back to our dashboard and let's see some other options. So under profile, we have seen gender. If you come back to sexuality, here as you can see, there are 4 or 5 options available. Suppose if you don't want this gay option, you can delete this option, or if you want to add some more options, so here you can do that. So these things are already created for you. You just have to go ahead and do some settings according to you. For ethnicity, you can select this option. We have these options selected: African, American, Arab, Asian. All these options are added. Again, if you're creating it for a particular country, for example, if you're creating it for India, you can create different state type. For example, Maharashtrian, Gujarati, something like that. So those kind of options can be added. You can add different taxonomies, custom taxonomies, and you can add some more option in that. Now, if you come back to religion, as you can see, we have not added any option under religion. So if you want to add some option like Hindu, and after that maybe Muslim, and maybe in Hindu, if you want to add some subcategories. So under Hindu, some subcategories. So maybe we'll add Brahman and we'll select parent religion, Hindu, and some other. I'm not really good with all these options, so I don't know. Maybe we know Dalit under Hindu, so we'll select, I don't know if Dalit is Hindu or not. I'm sorry if I'm getting it wrong. I'm just trying to explain you. So I'll select this Dalit. I'll select parent religion, Hindu. Now as you can see, the main religion is Hindu, and under Hindu there can be caste or different sections or sects. Now when a person tries to create a new account and try to add a new profile, they can select which religion they belong to. Again, you can just go ahead, add Christian, and you can add different sects under Christian or different sections under Christian religion. Then we have the hair option, we have the body option. Again, if you want to do some changes over here, if you want to add a new option, we have seen how to do that. If you want to delete option, just click on this delete button. So this is pretty simple. Now you can come back to features. So under features, you can see what all a person is good at. So maybe cooking, catering, coding, bookkeeping, all this, tattooing, all this option. If you want to delete some option again from here, if you want to add some option, you can do that. Maybe I'll add coding is already present, I guess. Yeah, coding is already present. So again, I can explain you another example for a Muslim matrimony. For example, I'm creating a Muslim matrimonial website. So in Muslim religion, we do give a lot of importance to a person who is offering prayer every day or not. So I can add an option like this, praise every day. So whenever a person is creating a new account, they can select that, yes, I do pray every day. So something like that. So those things can be added under features. Now these were the most basic things, and I think first you should start with this. Just do create taxonomies according to your needs, and you can change the values under these taxonomies, and after that you can proceed further. Now once you have done all these settings, once you have created taxonomies and all the values, we can now start designing the website. So for that, again, you have to click on Premium Press, and here you will see this design option. If you come back to design, you will see this page over here. Now let me explain you one thing. If I come back to my home page and if I refresh it, now I have selected this design. Suppose if you have selected this design, but maybe you don't like this design, you wanted to select some other design, so you can easily do that. You can again come back to this option, click on view designs, and now as you can see, you again have the same option. Maybe I did not wanted to select this design, I want to select maybe this design. So you can do one thing, you can click on reset to demo. Once you have reset to demo, now you can click on this option, install theme, and after that, that theme will be added on this website. Now once you install a new theme, don't worry, the taxonomies and all the settings will remain same, only the design of the website will change. So as you can see, this design also looks pretty good. So if you want to see this design before installing this design, if you want to see this design, you can click on view design. And you can see how this design will look on your website. Okay, this is how this looks like. So instead of that vertical search bar, we have a horizontal search form over here. So this thing also works. Now one thing is missing from here. Let me explain you that thing. As you can see in the demo website, we do have this location option, but here we don't have the location option. That is because we have disabled this Google Map option. So if you go to settings, click on Google Maps. If you enable this option and click on save settings, again come back to your website and refresh it. Now you will see that location option will be added for you. Now if you want to do some changes on this home page, again come back to design and you will see one option over here. So they basically create all the pages for you. They have created the home page, they have created the chart room page, they have created the blog page, about page, all the pages are automatically created for you. But obviously if you want to do some changes, you can easily do that. Now there are two ways of doing those changes. First, make sure you click on this option, edit pages. Now as you can see, there are several options for pages available. This is your home page. Now here you can either just view this page, or if you want to make some changes on this page, you can click on this edit page. Right now, remember one thing, we have not yet installed Elementor. So if I just click on edit page, now you will get this option. Okay, this is how you can do. You can edit this section. So basically this theme, Premium Press theme, has all these different pre-made layouts that you can use, pre-made sections that you can use to design this thing. And how that is done, let's see. For example, if I want to do some changes on this section, I can click on this option, settings option. Now you'll see what is the title, what is the button and all these things. If I select this option, title option, if I click on title, as you can see, this is your title, find a date today. And if you come back to your website again, homepage again, you will see this is your title. So if you want to make some changes on this, you can do that. Or if you want to completely change the design of the first section, you can click on this change button. And for this design, instead of this design, if you want some other design, you can select that option. For example, if I scroll down, as you can see, this is the design that we are using. Maybe instead of this vertical search bar, I want this horizontal search bar. So I can select this option, click on this button, select design. Now this page will automatically refresh and you will see if I just go ahead at the bottom, click on save settings, come back to this website and if I refresh it. And now as you can see, we have this section over here, which looks something like this. Now, once you're creating your website and once you try to refresh it, and if you still don't see any changes, don't worry, that is because of some caching. So this hosting already has inbuilt caching on this server so that your website loads fast. But because of that, sometimes it happens that when you do some changes on the back end, come on your front end, you might not see those changes instantly. So you might want to refresh it 2, 3 or maybe 5, 6 times. After that you might see this option. Now as you can see, this is how this thing works. If I want to change, if I want to do some more changes, I can again click on edit page. Now if I want to change the background image, we don't have any image in the background. If you want, you can select this option, hero image, and you can upload your image for the background. So you can click on edit. You can add a new image. So let's upload a new image from here. I can go to media and I have added all these images. Maybe I want to add let's select this image. So I'll select this thing, click on open. Then we can come back to this page, click on this change button. And now from the media library, because we have already added this image, select this image, click on insert into post. You can select the size. We want to make sure that this is full size. Select this option, click on insert into post. And now as you can see, that image is added. Let's let it load first. Again, just make sure you save these settings. Again, if you come back to this page and refresh it. Now, as you can see, we have this image in the background. We have some title as well. You can do some changes with the title and subtitle. Now, obviously, this is not the best way of creating a website. According to me, the best way to design your website is using Elementor. That makes the job so much easier. So let's first do one thing. Let's install Elementor. So to do that thing, you have to open a new tab and type in blogdoot.com/Elementor. And obviously, again, this link is also given in the video description below. So you don't even have to type in this thing. Simply click on that link and you should be redirected to this page. Now, this is a premium plugin, but we don't have to use the premium plugin. We have to use the free version. So we'll be using the free version of Elementor. You don't have to purchase any premium version from here. Obviously, if you want to purchase premium version, it's all up to you. You can do that. With that, you will get some more features. But in this tutorial, we'll be using the free version. So click on this get started button. Now, once you click on this get started button, you will see this page, welcome page. Now, if you're doing this for the first time, they might first ask you to just register on this website. So just enter your email address and enter any password and you will be automatically registered. Then you will see this screen. Here they will ask you whether you already have a website or not. So we have to select this option. Yes, we already have a website, and click on continue. Enter your website link, which is this option, this link. Simply paste in this link and click on check for WordPress. Now, once they see that WordPress is installed on your website, you can click on this link or you can click on this button, click to install. Now, a new tab will be open for you and you will see this install now button at the bottom right corner. Click on that button. And once this plugin is installed for you, you will be again redirected to your dashboard. And from here, you just have to click on this activate plugin button. Now, once you do that, again do one thing, again come back to this page. Let's see. Come back to your Premium Press page. So click on Premium Press. And now if you click on edit pages, you can see the edit home page, and here you see this new button is added, edit with Elementor. So click on this button. And now as you can see, this is how your section looks like. Now everything is now super simple. If I click on this option, now at the right hand side, at the left hand side, you'll get all the options related to this. Again, if I want to do some changes on this, I can just click on this option. I can change the design from here. So instead of this, I want some other design. Whatever layout you want, you can select that layout. Then for all the other settings, you can scroll down, you will see title and description. So click on title and description. This is your title. As you can see, if you want to change this title to something like this, maybe we want a title like this. I'll paste in this title, find a date today. Then your subtitle is this option. So I'll copy it, come back to this page, paste it under subtitle. And now as you can see, that is added. I don't want any description, so I'll delete this description. And you have some extra buttons over here. We don't want that. So click on button. So for that, we can do one thing. We can click on Premium Press first and we can hide this button. So button 1, hide this thing. For button 2 also, hide this thing. Now both the buttons are hidden and this is how this thing will look like. Now for the size, again, you can just do some changes. Slim, medium, this will increase the size. If you want large size, you can select this size. This will again increase the size of this section. So whatever size you want, you can just select that size. Again, I'm saying to do some changes, you just have to select this option. Again, if you don't like this design, if you want some other design, you can click on this option. And again, if you want to go back to this design, you can click on that design. And this is again added for you. And if you want to do some changes over here, instead of size slim or medium, you can do that. Maybe I want to select this size slim, but I want to add some padding at top and bottom, because as you can see, there is no space at top and bottom. And for again, you have to go to description, title and description. You can change it from here. Maybe let's add this title again. And for description, this is our description. So I'll copy it, or maybe this is our subtitle. Paste it under subtitle, delete this description option. And now if you want, you can do one thing. You can again go back to Premium Press. You can select this size. You can increase or decrease this size from slim to medium and all. And we have seen that this thing is also changed. So if you want to change the color of this title or change the font of the title and subtitle, you can again go back to title and description. And as you can see, for title, they are using heading 1. So instead of heading 1, if you want to use heading 2, you can select heading 2. You can change the title style as well. So this is style 1, this is style 2, this is style 3, as you can see, and you have one more style 4. So you have all these options. Maybe I just want to keep it at style 1. Now, what is the font that you want for title? You can select that font. For example, if you want to change this font, now as you can see, it is changed for you. If you want to add some margin at bottom, you can do that as well. For color, if you want to select maybe black color for this, you can do that as well. Let's see the demo website. Here we have the black color for this, and for this we have the primary color. And for subtitle, we have the primary color, which is good. And if you want to change the size and all, you can do that from here. Now you can just click on update. Once you have made any changes to your website, you can just click on this update button. Similarly, if you scroll down, if you want to do some changes on this section, just click on this section, go to title and description. Instead of featured girls, I want to type in maybe featured profiles. Now for this also, if you want to change the color to maybe this primary color or some other color, as you can see, you can do that as well. And when you scroll down, you have some more options. You have the option related to section. So if you see, the background color of this section is this gray color. So if you want gray color or black color background, or maybe primary color background, secondary color background, you can do these changes as well. So I'll just keep it at light, which is just that simple gray color. Now for listing settings, if you select listing settings, this is this style that we are using, cart style info. If instead of this info style, if you want list style, you can select list, and this is how it will look like. If you want list small, this is how this thing will look like. If you want small, if you want blank, whatever option you want, you can select that. I just want to keep it at default info setting. Again, click on update. Then when you scroll down, you have this section, very simple section. Just click on this option. If you want to do some changes, click on title and description. Just change the title from here. And for button, whenever someone clicks on this button, they will automatically be redirected to add profile page. Again, for doing changes on this website, you can come over here. And if I want to change this, image, so I can click on image 1. I can replace this with some other image. So I'll upload this image, click on open, click on insert media. And now as you can see, you have your image. If you want to change this title and subtitle, again, go to title and description. You can enter any title. You can change the color for maybe let's change this to primary color. Okay, now as you can see, the color is changed. So you can do these changes if you want. And always make sure to remember, whenever you do any changes, make sure to update this page. And this is how this thing looks like. Finally, the bottom section, click on this section and change this image as well. So let me upload this third image. Click on open and click on insert media. This image is also changed. Now we don't see this option at the bottom right now, this newsletter section, that we'll see later on in this video, how to enable that section so that you can collect email addresses and you can do free email marketing. So we'll see later on. So as you can see, this is how this thing works. This is how you can create. And obviously one more thing, if you don't want any section, for example, if I don't want this entire section, I can simply just get rid of that section by clicking on this X button. And now as you can see, that entire section is 100% gone. And if you want to create any custom section in between, or if you want to do some changes, for example, if I want to bring this section at top, I can simply drag and drop it at top, just like this. Now as you can see, this is this section, then this is this section. If I want to add any section between these two, I can click on this plus button, click on this again plus button, select a single column. Now inside this, if I want to add Premium Press, I can come back to this option. If you don't see this option at the left hand side, you can click on this 9 dots icon. You will see this option, and here you can search for Premium Press. Drag and drop this option over here in the middle. Now if you want to display contact form, fax, testimonials, anything over here, if you want to display search, whatever you want to display over here, you can select that. For example, if you want to display call to action over here, you can click on call to action and you can select any design. For example, if you select this design, now as you can see, you have this design over here automatically created for you. Again, if you want, you can anytime go back to Premium Press and you can reset this design, or you can even change the design, or you can even reset the category. So you can click on add new category, and maybe I want to display blogs. So I can click on blog and I can select any design I want. So for example, if you want this design, just click on that. And now as you can see, you have this latest blog post shown over here. click on update again. So this is how this thing works. If you want to do any changes on this website, you can do that. Again, you can go to section if you want to change the background color to some other color like this dark color or your primary or secondary color. You can do that. Now I don't want this option. I just wanted to show you how this is done. So I can cut this page and click on update. So this is how this thing works, and this is how you can create and redesign your home page. Now let's come back to this website. So let me just cut this thing. Or one more thing before we proceed further. Whenever you do changes to the default design, always make sure to save this page as a new page. So to do that thing, you'll see this gear icon at the bottom left corner, this settings, click on this gear icon. And here, as you can see, this is the name of the page. So whenever you want to do some changes, make sure you remember this name. Okay, the name is home and today's date. If you want to do some changes over here, for example, if you want to change the title of this page, I'll type in home new or new home. Then after that, click on update. Now again, come back to this website, to your main website. And now as you can see, this is how your new page looks like. All right. Now similarly, you can go ahead and do changes on some other pages, like all the other pages that are created for you, your about page, how it works page, terms and policies page, contact page, all these pages. I guess now let's do one thing. Let me show you some other page. For example, let's see how we can do some changes on your about page and some other pages. Now, if you want to see how this page looks like, obviously you can just click on this view page. You'll see how this about page looks like. So if it looks perfect to you, if you don't want to do any changes, you can just leave it as it is. If you want to do some changes on this page, again, you can click on this button, edit with Elementor button. Now this page will automatically reload and you will see this Elementor page button. So again, pretty easy. You just click on this option, and if you want to do some changes, for example, if you just go to title and description, as you can see, this is your title. Then after that, this is your description. You can just paste in your own text if you want. And if you want to do some changes on the title, for example, for the title, let's select this font family. Now, as you can see, the font style is changed. Or maybe let me select this font family, cookies font family. Yeah, here it is, cookie. Now, as you can see, this is again changed. If you want to increase or decrease the size or whatever you want, you can do that. For example, I'll select H1. Okay, this is for the title. Similarly, if you want to do some changes with the color, you can make it primary or your secondary color. This is how this will look like. Obviously, once you're done with this, just click on update. If you want to do some changes on the image, if you want to replace this image with some other image, you can select this option, image option. Click on this image and replace it with any image you want. Again, you can come back to your dashboard. Then after that, we have some more pages. Like if you see your advertising page, this is how your advertising page will look like. If you want to do some changes over here, you can select this page, your membership page. If you open this in a new tab, okay, this is how it looks like. So basically all these things are already created for you. If you want to do some changes, just changing some text and all, you can do that. If you open your how it works page, this is how this thing works. Okay. So this is all this text and all. If you want to do some changes on this page as well, just click on this option, edit with Elementor, and you can do some changes on that page. You can do one more thing. For example, if I go back to the pages option, first come back to your dashboard. If you click on pages, you can do one more thing. For every single page, we have a privacy option. For example, if I select, let's see, maybe if I select this option, chat room option is already disabled, but let me see this option. If I open this in a new private window, let me see some page option over here. So if I try to see the chat room page, I think, yeah, it is already logged out. If I see the blog page, now blog page is not logged out, obviously, because we don't want to log this page. We want everyone to be able to read our blog page. And if you see, let's see how it works page, or if you want to lock out any other page, whatever page it is, you can simply select this option, edit option for that page. And you can see this option, page access option at the bottom right corner. Now, if you want to only for members to see this page, you can select this option, and members with this plan or some other plan, you can select this option. So maybe only members, and that too with these 3 plans. Okay, I'll update this page. Again, if I come back to this page, let me cut this thing. Again, let me open this in a new incognito window. And if I try to open the about page, let's see. Right, so when I refresh it, I can see this page still, and that is because of this caching. So as I said you earlier, this hosting that we are using, Fast Comet hosting, this automatically uses caching. So when you do some changes on your website, you might not instantly see those changes, but this is how this thing works. I guess now let's cover the most important things about this website, all the basic settings, the Premium Press settings. So for that, you will click on Premium Press from the left hand side. Now let's go through all the things from top to bottom. First option is your dashboard option for Premium Press. So in this dashboard option, you can see how many users you have, how many profiles are created, how much money you have earned through different packages and all. So because we have just purchased this package, if you remember, as an admin, this is just test, but still this number will show up over here. You can see all these statistics over here. You can go through all these options. You can see when new profiles were created, when these members were created in which month, how many profiles were created in which month, how many new users signed up on your website. You can see all these options. Then after that, we have the second option, which is your orders option. Obviously here you will see whenever someone purchases a new membership plan or a new listing plan, you can see those orders over here. Then you have your profiles option. Now under profiles, whatever profiles are created, you can see that from here. If you want to do some changes, for example, if you get complaint about any profile, you can just make the profile status to pending or deleted, so that you can delete that profile status. You can do that. Then you have the users option. Obviously you will see all the different users that you have created. Then you have the design option. We have seen most of the things in the design option. Let me explain you one more thing. We have seen the pages. Now with pages, you can do one more thing. You can have different headers for different pages. Let me show you. For example, you have this logos and fonts. First of all, let's click on logos and fonts. Let's change our logo. So right now your logo is this, and let me explain you this option. So you have this heart icon, then you have dating, and then one is written in bold. So if you see this text, first we have the icon, and as you can see, this is an heart icon. Then after that, we have this dating text, and then after that, we have this one text. So instead of this, if you want to add something else, for example, instead of dating, I want to type in Fahem Matrimony, or maybe instead of Fahem Matrimony, let me type in Fahem Dating. Click on Save Changes. Now again, if you come back to this page and if you refresh it, and now as you can see, this is how this thing will look like. So you can do it like this, or if you want to upload any image as your logo, you can select this option, click on select image. You can upload your logo from here and that thing will display on your website. Now when you scroll down, you can also change fonts of your website. So these are all the default fonts that are being used on your website. If you want to change the body font, for example, let me show you this body font. I have this option over here that will help me to see what font is used over here. So this is your body font, which is using Poppins. So instead of Poppins, if I want to change this thing to maybe, let's see, Roboto. So I'll select this option. I don't recommend to change this thing, but I'm showing you that you can do it. Okay. So I'll select Roboto from here. Let me select Roboto slab, click on Save Settings, come over here. Again, if I refresh this page, okay, so it is still using Poppins. Let's go to blocks because that is where the font family, body font family is used. If I open this in a new tab, or if I just open this blog post, let's see which font family is used over here. So if I again use this option, again it is using Poppins. Maybe again that is caching thing is happening. Okay, if I again, let me just save this setting. So sometimes it might happen that you do some changes and still you won't see those changes on your website. So you might have to refresh this page 4 or 5 times. So just refresh this page for a few times and you will see that option. So I was just explaining you that this is how it works. Similarly, if you want to change the font family for your main menu, which is this menu, instead of this font family, if you want some other font family, you can select that from here. Again, I'm saying for most of you guys, I would just recommend you to keep it at default font and click on Save Changes. Now again, come back to settings, or again come back to design. And here you will see your header and footer. So click on this option. And here, as you can see, this is the header that you're using and this is the footer. Again, this is header and this is your footer. Now, if you want to change the header, this is the default header. If you want to change the default header, you can click on this option, settings. And from here, you can do some basic settings. For example, if you select this header option, if you click on header, if you don't want the top menu, which is this option, as you can see at top, we have this menu, you can make it off, click on save settings. Again, if you come back to this website and refresh it, that, as you can see, is gone. Similarly, if you again come back to this website, go to settings, and you can use Elementor for this as well. If you want to use Elementor for this, you can do that. Now, if you want to show some extra option like your phone number and all, we have selected phone number, but that is not displaying over here. So if you want to fix this thing first, let me make it on again. Click on save settings. For that, you can do one thing. You can open settings in a new tab. and under settings you will see the first option is your company. Okay, if you select company, if you enter all your details like your company name, for example my company name is Fahim Media, CEO is Nayesh Sheikh, so all these information will be used several at several places, like in your footer, in your header, or in your contact page, those pages. For email address, maybe it is admin@admin.com or whatever your email address is. Phone number, let me type in some dummy phone number. YouTube, all these links. So basically you just have to enter your username. So Twitter username is this, Facebook username is I guess this, YouTube it is this, and Instagram maybe this. So whatever your usernames are, your mission statement, you can enter your map location, and after that click on save. Again, if you come back to this website and refresh it, now wherever these things are used, you will see that. Again, if you come back to this page and if you do one thing, let's change this header and let's select a header where this thing is used. So I'll click on change and let's see. Now as you can see in this header, this is used, your phone number, date, everything is used. So if I want to select this design, I can click on select design. And again, if I go back to my website and refresh it, now as you can see the header is changed and you see all these information over here. Whatever information you have just entered, you will see those informations over here. So I think this header also looks pretty good. So if you like this header and if you want to keep it, you can just keep it as it is. If you see some other page, for example, if you go to your blog page, all these pages will be using this default header. And if you want to use a different header for a different page, for example, if you go to your home page, here as you can see we are still using this header. That is because we have used Elementor to design this page. So if you again go back to this pages option, go to overview. Now under overview, if you click on edit pages and if you edit this home page, let me show you what I mean by that. We have set a default header. So except for home page, it will be default for all the other pages, whether it's chat room, whether it's a contact page or about page. But whenever you create a page with Elementor, as you can see, we can even edit the header. So if for home page, you can select this header, or maybe for home page, if you want to select some other header, maybe let's select this header. Let's see how it looks. And now as you can see, you can have a header like this on your home page, and whatever you want to enable or disable, you can show that. Maybe I want to disable where, let's see some options. Premium press. If you want to show something or if you want to hide something, you can again select those options from here. So if I select this and if I click on update, and if I go back to my website, let me show you. Now this will be the header for the home page, but if I go to some other page, now as you can see, we are using the default header over here. So if you want, you can use a default header throughout your website, or if you want, you can use different headers for different pages. Now again, come back to overview. So we have seen logos and fonts, we have seen header and footer. Now we have pages, which we have already seen. This is the pages page. Okay, you can design different pages. Then we have the single page option. So this is the single page design. This is how this looks like, and this is this design. If you open any single profile page, this is the design for this profile page. Okay, as you can see, this is how this design looks like. And as you can see, we have only one option for now, but later on when this theme is updated and when they add more designs to this, you can change the design for this page as well. And if you don't want to display anything on this page, for example, if you don't want to display this map option, or maybe if you don't want to display this sidebar, so whatever, if you don't want to display, maybe if you don't want to display this gifts option. So when you scroll down, whenever someone receives any gift, it will show at the bottom. This person has not received any gift, so it does not show. But if someone has received that, they can see that option. Maybe if you don't want to display this features option, you can disable this thing and click on save settings. Now again, if you come back to this page and if you first, let me go over here, if you refresh this page, and now as you can see, that feature option is completely gone because we have disabled that thing. So again, if you come back to this thing, if you enable it and if you click on save changes, come back to this page, refresh it, that thing will again come. And again, as I said you earlier, because of caching, it might not happen instantly. You might have to refresh multiple times, or maybe again come back to this page, again refresh it, again click on save settings, again come back, refresh it, and now maybe. So as you can see, this is happening because of that caching, which I'm explaining you again and again. But this thing is working. This is how this thing works. Now again, if you come back to this option, we have the search page option. Now for search page, what design do you want as your default design? So you can see there are several designs available. Now the design that I like the most for the search page is this option, sidebar list, or not sidebar list, sidebar grid, which is over here, sidebar grid. So whenever someone searches for anything, they see the profiles at the right hand side, and at the left hand side, we do have a sidebar which they can use for more filtration. For example, if I want to see only straight profiles, I can tick mark that thing, and now you'll see only 3 profiles are straight. I'll select gay, no gays. Okay, whatever option you want, you can select that, as you can see, and it will also show you that there are 3 profiles under straight. There are 1 under American. So if I select American straight, only 1 profile. Okay, so only 1 guy in entire America is a straight guy. If I untick this thing, okay, this is how this thing works. 2 guys in America, 1 straight, 1 other. So this is how this thing works. Now again, after that we have announcements. So if you want to create announcements which are simple, top bars. If I just enable this thing, let me show you how this thing works. Now I can change the text for this. If I just click on save settings, come back to this page and refresh it. Now you'll see that announcement at top. As you can see, this is your title and this is your announcement. When you click on that button, you're redirected to the search page, which is this page. Okay, that is happening because of this setting. Okay, as you can see, this is the link page, and this is your default search page. I don't want this list. Again, I'll go back to search page. I want sidebar grid as my default page. If I again click on learn more, okay, again it's not happening because of cache. Whenever you do something for the first time, this saves that session. If I open this in a new private window, let's see what happens. Okay, I cannot see that. I cannot see that page because we have disabled that thing. But this is working. If you refresh it multiple times, you will ultimately see that changes. Okay, after a few seconds, it will automatically just fade away and you will see the final setting. Okay, we have to do it multiple times. I don't want to do that. Again, come back to this page. Then we have the design idea. So again, you can come back to this page. You can always select this option, view design, to see this design. You can click on load Elementor. So Elementor will load this entire design and it will create a page for you. Then if you want to change the colors, this is your primary color. This is your secondary color. If you want to change this color. Now, when you change this color, this style will take place throughout your website. For example, let me show you. Now, as you can see, this is your primary color, which is used throughout your website. If I change this color to some other color, maybe like, first, let me refresh it. Let me first copy this color code so that we don't miss this color code. Go to colors, copy this color code. Okay, now if I change this color code to something like this, okay, click on save settings, come back to this website and refresh it. Again, it is not happening because of cache, but if I open this in a new incognito window, as you can see, this color is 100% changed. Now, wherever you have used your primary color, this color will be replaced with this new color. And obviously, I don't want to do that. I want to come back to this color. Okay, so select this color and click on save settings. Now we have custom CSS. So if you have any custom CSS code that you want to paste, you can paste it over here. Now you can see this option, all blocks. So you can come to this all blocks option and you can see all the blocks available for different sections. For example, for header, as you can see, there are 20 different header styles available for you. You can scroll down, you can see all these header styles, one with search bar as well. You can see all these header styles. Similarly, for hero section, you can see there are several styles available for hero section as well. Now you have the email option. So come back to emails and select first option is your system email. So click on system emails. Now, whenever something happens on your website, if you want to enable that option, for example, whenever a person creates a new account, they must first verify their email account. So if you enable this thing, if a person creates a new account, registers a new account on your website, they'll have to first verify their email address. And how that thing works, if you click on edit email, as you can see, whenever a person creates an account on your website, whatever email address they enter, they will receive this message on that email. Thank you for joining our website. And this is, please verify your email, click on this link. And instead of this thing, this code, there will be a link. Whenever a person clicks on that link, that email will be verified. Obviously, if you want to add some text over here, if you want to add your company name or any image at top or bottom, you can do that. Then the second option is this option. Whenever a new user registers, you can send them an email like, dear username, thank you for joining our website. Your login details are as follows. So you can, if maybe I want to enable this option, whenever you receive a new order or whenever a new order is placed, a customer will receive this or your user will receive this mail. Thank you for placing an order on your website. You can log into your website anytime to view your invoice. So if you want to enable these options, and obviously you can do these changes on this website. If you want to add some text, if you want to add any signature, if you want to add any images, you can do that as well. You can just click on add media and you can add your logo or anything you want. Now click on save settings. Now these options at top were for your users. Now if you scroll down, these options at bottom are for you as email, you as an admin. So whenever a new user registers on your website, you can also receive email notification that a new user has just signed up on your website. This is the username, email ID of this user. So this is how this thing works. Second option is your email setting. So this is the email address from where your users will receive emails. So we have seen this system email. Whenever a user registers, they will see this, they will receive this email, and this email will be sent from this email address. Now I would recommend you to select something. I would recommend you to create a business email and use it over here. Business email like support@fahem.in. Okay, something like this. So make sure you have a business email over here. That will be more beneficial for you. Your emails will not go to spam box. When you have a business email address, your emails will go directly to inbox. Very important. Now if you want email header, you can upload any image or you can type anything for the header, and if you want to enable signature or footer, you can do that as well, and click on save changes again. And also make sure from email is typed, so you can type in your website name or your brand name over here, so that person knows that this email is coming from this website. So maybe Fahem Dating. Okay, this is your company's name. You can select this thing and click on save settings. Then again, under send emails, whomever you want to send. So we want to send emails to all users. And after that, subscribers option. And these options are related. Now all these bottom options, subscriber, send subscriber, add subscriber, these are all related to newsletter. So we can click on this option, newsletter setting. If you want to enable this newsletter system, you can enable this thing. And if you want to use the inbuilt newsletter system, again enable this thing and click on save settings. Now once you enable this thing, if you again come back to your website and refresh it, now if you go at the bottom, you will see you now have this option, newsletter option, which we were not getting earlier. But because we have enabled this newsletter option, you will get this newsletter form everywhere. Now whenever a person enters their email address and click on join, they will get this email that first they have to confirm their email address. And after they confirm, you can redirect them to some thank you page. So if you create a thank you page, you can just enter that page link over here and you can redirect them to this page. Now you can do one more thing. You can click on add subscriber. So if you want to manually add a subscriber, for example, if I just type in my email address over here and click on verified yes, click on save settings. So next time when I send a newsletter, this newsletter will also be received by this email. And whenever you want to add or whenever you want to send newsletters, you can come back to this option, send newsletters, enter your subject, enter your content, and after that click on send newsletter. So this newsletter will be sent to everyone who have entered that email address over here and they have joined your newsletter option. Then after that we have the advertising option. So if you click on advertising, here we have several options under advertising. We have campaign, we have sell space, we have banner, we have ad campaign, we have all these options. So I've shown you this thing. If I go to this demo website, if I go to this search page, in the demo website, I have enabled this option. As you can see, if someone wants to register their, if someone wants to, show their ad over here, they can use this option. On other pages as well, if you go to the blog page, as you can see, I have enabled banner here as well. So if you want to enable banners and all these options, you can first go to banners, click on add banner. If you want to add your own banner, and for users, this is the option, sell space. So what all space you want to sell on your website for advertising? So maybe I want to sell, let's see, search page top. So I'll enable banner and this for this, and search page sidebar. Okay. Search single profile sidebar. So if anyone opens any single profile, they will see this ad at the sidebar, and maybe also blog sidebar. Okay. If I click on save settings over here, if I come back to my website, go to blog page. Now, as you can see, blog page sidebar, this option is added. Now, if anyone wants to advertise their option over here, or if they want to advertise their company or whatever, they can simply click on this link, advertise here. They can select any package. We'll see how this package works and how you can do some changes on this package. And they can select any package, they can make the payment. And after that, in the next step, they can add the banner. For example, if I just use this option, admin test payment, if I click on pay now I can come back to my account. Now you'll be automatically redirected to this page. We don't have the advertising option yet. If I come back to this page, first make sure you enable sell space. Okay, make sure this is on. Click on save settings. Now again, if I come back to my dashboard, so this dashboard will be available for every single user. And again, that is caching thing is happening. We don't see that advertising option over here because that thing is happening over here. Let me again refresh it. Okay, now as you can see, if after refreshing several times, I have the advertising option. Now I have purchased this option. Now I can click on edit banner and I can just upload any banner of my choice, and the banner size should be this 280 into 250. So once I have that banner, I can simply upload that banner, and this banner should be accepted by you as the admin. So if you come back to this website and if you click on banners, let's refresh this page. Now as you can see, we have one pending request. So this person has paid this amount and they want their banner to be displayed over here. So you can click on edit and you have to change the status instead of pending to live and click on save settings. Now this banner will start displaying wherever you want. Now you can again come back to sell space, and if you want to change the pricing and all, for example, for blog sidebar, the pricing is $30. You can click on edit. You can change the pricing instead of $30 for 30 days. You can make maybe $10 for 30 days, $50 based on your website. And you can also change the size. I would not recommend you to change the size. Just change the pricing if you want. All right. So this is how this thing works. Now we have the final settings related to this website. Once we do the final settings, after that, I'll show you how a user can sign up. I'll show you a demo sign up, how a user can sign up on your website, how they can make payment to you, and how they can send messages, send requests, and all those things. We have already seen company option. So under company, you can enter all your details. Then after that, we have the page links. So these are the different page links for different pages. For example, for chat room, for how it works page, membership page, these pages. Not recommended to do any changes over here. Come back to overview again. We have your menu over here. We have to now create a new menu because this menu that is used on your website right now, this is the default menu. Okay, this menu is the default menu. Okay, if you want to do some changes on this menu, you can create your own menu. Let's see how that is done. So if you come back to this page, you can open this in a new tab, edit menu option, this right click on this option and select open in a new tab. And here you will be redirected to this page, or you can simply hover over appearance and click on menu. So you will be redirected to this page. Let's create a new menu. Let's give it a name of main menu. Click on create menu. Now what all options or what all pages you want to give in your main menu. So maybe I want to add home, about, add listing, not add listing because we already have this add listing or add profile page link. So not this page. Maybe advertising, not advertising, blog, chat room, contact. Let's see. About and how it works is already present at top. So maybe not about as well. Maybe only this much pages. Okay, I'll select this and click on add to menu. And now make sure you always select this option, main navigation. Tick mark this, click on save menu. Now if I come back to this website and refresh it, you will see this menu will be changed. Now as you can see, you have your menu that you have just created. So again, come back to this page. Similarly for sidebar menu, for footer menu, you can do some changes according to you. This is your search page link. So you can do one thing, copy this link, come back to your menu, select custom link, paste in this link, and under search tab, type in search. So this will be your search page link. So I'll bring it over here at top, click on this option. If I again come back to this page, refresh it, and let me refresh it again. Okay, now as you can see, we have this search option. If I click on this thing, I'll be redirected to this search page, which is this page. And now as you can see, this is grid, which was not happening earlier. If you remember, when I was trying to refresh this page, it was still showing list. Now because some time has passed, now I can see this design. So this is how this thing again works. Again, come back to this page. Then we have the registration option. We have already seen that. We want to allow registration. We want to allow user to set their own username and password. And come to search settings. I think we have already seen this option as well. So whatever filtration option you want to enable or disable, you can select that thing. For example, if you want to, this is related to the search page. So let's open the search page. Let me again go back to search page from here. Now all these filtration options are given over here at the left hand side. So if you want to disable some filtration option, for example, for religion, if you want to disable that, so you can disable this taxonomy. And for other option, for example, you have ethnicity, we have keyword, we have gender, ranking, all this option. If you want to disable age, distance, all this option you can disable or enable anything from here. And we also have order by filter enabled. So if a person wants to order by popular, by age, by featured, we have enabled this thing. Or if you want to disable this thing, you can do that as well. Then under Google Maps, right now Google Maps will not display on any page because we don't have the API key. So just create a simple Google Map API key and paste it over here if you want to enable this option. I don't want to do that. Now leave Google Analytics and languages and all these options. Simply come to payment gateways. Now one payment gateway is enabled by default, PayPal standard, but we have to set this thing. So click on this option, and as you can see, it is all using the demo content. So this is not my PayPal email address. Enter your PayPal email ID over here. And we don't want to use sandbox. So select no, my website is live. Don't use sandbox. Now which currency code you want to use, select that thing. And whether it's recurring payment or not select that option. And after that, click on save settings. Now if you want to use some more payment gateways, you can click on this button, find more plugins. You will be redirected to this page, and here whatever payment gateway you want to use. For example, I want to use Stripe. So I can click on read more and I can download this plugin. Click on download now. New file will be downloaded. You have to upload this plugin, and after that we can do some changes for this Stripe as well. So I'll open my dashboard in a new tab. Click on plugins. Click on add new. Upload plugin, choose file, and choose the file that you have just downloaded. So this is the file of payment gateway Stripe. I'll select this thing, click on open, install this plugin. And once it is installed, let's see, we have to activate this plugin. So simply click on this activate plugin button. Again, come back to this page, and if you refresh it, you'll see one new option will be added for you. First, let's go to payment gateways. And now as you can see, Stripe is also added. Click on Stripe. Now Stripe is really amazing because with Stripe, you can accept credit card and debit card payments directly on your website. So I want to first enable this option. I want to use currency code USD if you want. Now to enable this option, you need Stripe API key and publishable key. So to get this thing, go to this website, dashboard.stripe.com. Now log into your account, and from the left hand side, click on developers, select API keys, copy your publishable key, paste it under API publishable key, not secret key. So let me delete this thing, paste it under publishable key, copy your secret key, and obviously paste it under API secret key. Now go ahead and click on save settings. Now similarly, you can again go back to this plugins page if you want to use some other payment gateway or some other plugin, like in India, for India, if you want to use CC Avenue or PayU, these are the payment gateways for India. You can use that if you want. All right. Then we have a coupon code. So if you want to create coupon codes, first let's enable this thing, click on save settings so that you can give some discount to your users. You can do that. Click on add coupon. Maybe I'll type in Fahem10 and I'll give 10% discount. Okay. Click on save changes. So whenever someone enters this coupon code, they will get 10% discount on those packages. Okay. Now currency setting. If you want to use multiple currencies, you can, change the rate of those currencies. I would not recommend you to use multiple currencies. By default, it is on. You can make it off. Now we have GDPR cookie law. Okay. Which is, I think, important. That cookie notice when you come to this website for the first time that we are using cookies, make sure you accept that thing. So that thing, if you want to enable or disable that, you can do it. Then we have adult notice. So if you want to give some notice, 18+ adult notice, you can enable this, click on save settings. Then after that, we have SEO option. If you want to enable this thing, which is inbuilt SEO, which means that all these users can enter their own SEO keywords so that their profile ranks higher on your website. So inbuilt SEO. Then we have user settings, which I think we have not covered this thing. So whether these users can send messages to each other, obviously they can do that. Whether they can rate, so they can provide ratings, whether they can add favorite, whether they can generate invoice, dashboard menu is given to them, recommended items. So make sure everything is enabled from here. Now when they select country, which is the default country, you can select that. So if you're creating it for a particular country, I would recommend you to select this country as that country as your default country. Then author page, all these options should be enabled. Then after that, you have taxonomies, which we have already seen. If you want to create certain taxonomies, you can do that. Listing settings. So we have seen these settings, but we have if we have not seen this options, okay, packaging settings. So we have seen that a person can create only one listing, and they a person must be logged in to view any page. Now when you scroll down, now when a person is creating a profile for the first time, if you want to make image required, which means that if they don't upload their image, their profile will not be accepted, then you can make it on. So image will be required. And after that, whether they can upload videos and what all source they can use to upload video. And after that, we have the package. So we have given 3 packages over here: free, featured, and sponsored. So if you select free, if you don't want to give free option, you can obviously, instead of free, you can type in $10, and you can change the price. Instead of 0, make it 10. So that will make it $10. If you want to keep it free, just keep it as it is. Then what all option you're giving. So maybe with free package, a person can upload videos, featured images. Their account will not be featured. So this featured option is not given, and obviously their account will not be sponsored, and their listing will not display on the homepage. And for duration, this is only for 10 days. So after 10 days, their listing will expire. Or if you want to disable this thing, type in 0, so their listing will never expire. Or maybe 365 days, so that their listing will expire after a year. So basically, because this is a free package, we don't want to give them a lot of options. So that is the reason why I have disabled most things. Now, whatever you have enabled, you can actually select this option. For example, you can copy that user can upload images to their listing. And so this thing will display on the package page. So you can upload up to 10 images. So you can type it over here, upload up to 10 images. And so this thing is enabled. You can even disable something. For example, with this package, your listing will not be featured. So you can type it over here. So with this, listing will not be featured. Okay, like this. Now you can go to some other package, select this option, featured package. Instead of featured package, if you want to change the title, you can change that. You can highlight this package if you want. You can add some description as well. Similarly, what all features are available, you can tick mark this thing, and what all features are not available, just click on this thing. It will become cross and type in that this feature is not available. Maybe everything is available. We just want to disable this sponsored option. And for the final sponsored option, which we are charging $50, all the options will be enabled, and this will be duration will be unlimited. So this listing will never expire. Now click on save settings. Now if you again come back to this website and refresh it, and if you click on add profile, and now as you can see what all you have enabled. So with this package, you can upload up to 10 images, and because we have selected this check mark, this is happening. And because we have selected this cross, listing will not be featured. So this is how this thing works. You can use this option, and this is highlighted. So as you can see, the style of the middle one is a little bit different because we have highlighted that package. Then we have custom fields, which I don't think is really important over here. So basically, in custom fields, what happens is if I show you any single package or a single listing, if I open a single listing, you can see the layout of this thing. So this is the custom thing that is happening. About me is the title, and under that we want to display ethnicity, sexuality, and gender. So if you see about me, as you can see, is the title, and under that we are displaying these 3 options. Similarly, if you want to add more options, you can do that. You can change the layout and all for this. You know, as you can see, this is layout 1, this is default style. If you want, you can add a new field from top, and you can create your own custom layout which will display over here instead of this option. All right. Then we have membership option. So we have seen membership option, but if you want to do some changes over here, for example, for bronze package, if you want to keep it free, if you want to make it free, type in 0 over here. You can change the duration again. You can type in what all options are available, what all options are not available. You can type in that thing. So maybe with the free package, you cannot send messages, you cannot read messages, you cannot see members' photo. You can read the profile, but you cannot access chat room, all these options. So I'll do one thing. I'll type in over here, you can read profile, but for all the other things, I'll just make it cross. Cannot read or cannot send messages, cannot read messages, cannot view member photos. So make it cross. Cannot access chat room. Yes, we are just adding all the different features. Okay, what all features are available with which package, and no third party ads. All right. Now you can scroll down and do the similar things on this. So for with silver package, you can do most things, but maybe you just cannot access the chat room. And with the gold package, you can have all the option, and then you can go ahead at the bottom, click on save settings. Now if I open this website again in a new tab, let me show you. And if I try to open any profile, single profile page, I get this option. If I try to register, if I click on register, okay, I have to select any plan. For example, if I select this plan, okay, so this is how you have to register. So let me actually do one thing. All the settings are 100% completed. Let's do one thing. Let's see a demo process, whether this is working fine or not. So I'll open a new tab and I'll show you whether this entire thing is working properly or not. And let me do one thing. Let me first open my account. So if I click on my account, I just want to see my profile, okay, so that I know what is my profile. If I open my profile, so my profile is this one, example profile 1. Now, because I know this thing, now I can open a new tab, new incognito window. I can open this website that we have created, and if a person now comes to your website, they cannot see these options, they cannot send messages, they cannot see the chat room and all. So maybe this person wants to register, so they can click on this register button. They will have to select which plan they want. So maybe this person wants to select simple bronze plan. Let me do one thing. Let me enable everything for the bronze plan, because this is for demo purposes. I'll select this bronze plan. I can enable everything. All right. Click on save settings. Again, I'll refresh this page in this private window. Click on select this bronze plan. For username, I'll select this username. If you remember, we have enabled users to select their own username. Now I am a male seeking a female, a simple guy. Okay. All right. And my name is this. Maybe my email address is this. All right. You can also set a simple password over here and confirm your password. Security question 6+0 is something. Click on register. Now, if you remember, now as you can see, first of all, you're automatically redirected to this page. You're not being asked to verify your email address because we have disabled that option. But if you had enabled that option, you would first get a message that go to your email account, verify your email, and only then you can do this thing. Now user can come, they can select any package. And because I'm selecting free package, it is automatically happening for me. Okay, as you can see, automatically order placed. But if someone had selected other package, for example, if I go to membership, if I click on upgrade now, and if someone had selected any other package like this gold package, they would have to make payment through PayPal or through Stripe. And if they have any coupon code, they can enter that. We have created this coupon code FEHM10. If I click on this and click on apply, now as you can see, it says coupon applied. I can click on OK. And I'm getting discount of $3, which is 10% of $30. Now I can select Stripe. I can click on pay now. I can enter my email address, enter my card details, and I can make the payment. So this is how this thing works. As you can see, I've selected the free plan. That is why I did not have to make the payment. Now I can add my own profile. So I can click on continue and I can select the free plan again, just so that I don't have to make the payment. Click on select plan. My name is maybe John Doe. My full description is, let me just open a single profile page just so that I can copy everything from here to here. Okay. Now for SEO purposes, you can give some keywords. You can enter your age. What is your age? So I'll select maybe 25. I'm straight, male, and all this option, eyes, hair. You can select this body type, whatever option is given over here. If you want to upload your image, you can upload several images over here. I've already said that I have given all the images for free. You can go to this profile and maybe let me upload this image. Click on open. If you want to add some more images, you can upload multiple images as your gallery images. For example, if I want to add these 4 or 5 images as my gallery images, I can do that. Now, if I scroll down, if you have enabled Google Map API key, you can enter your address over here. Now with the right hand side, what category you want to select? Maybe I'll select programming, ethnicity, Asian, religion. You can select Muslim. Okay. And under Hindu, if you're Brahmin, Dalit, or any other, you can select that option. If you want to sponsor or if you want to feature your profile, you can select this option so that you pay $10, but your profile will be featured on different pages. And let's say I think everything looks good. Now under interest, as you can see, we are getting option to select only one option, but you can do one thing. You can enable multi-select, because I might be interested in several things. Maybe I am interested in cooking, coding, all these options. So I want to select multiple options. In these profiles also, as you can see, this person has selected multiple features over here. So we need to enable multi option. So you can again come back to taxonomies, and under features, you can tick mark this thing, which is multi-select. Now click on save settings. Again, come back to this page. And I think I'll have to refresh it and I'll have to enter all my details again, but let's refresh it. Select this free plan. Now if I scroll down, as you can see, under my interest, I can now select multiple options. Okay. So I've selected 4 or 5 options over here. I can select my religion, name. Again, I'll have to type in this name, your description, age, ethnicity. All these options are given. Again, you'll have to upload your profile. So maybe let me upload few images. You can also upload video, YouTube video, all these options. All right. Category, maybe writing this time Asian, Muslim, and you can select your package and click on save settings. Now, once you click on save settings, your listing will be created. And as you can see, this is your listing. This is how your listing will look like. Now, if you want to send some messages, you can go to your search option. And let me search for profile 1. Now, as you can see, your advertising things are also working over here. So maybe let's search for that profile 1, which is my profile. Here it is. As you can see, example profile 1. I can select this option. Now I can send message to this person, which is me on the other side. Hi. All right. Click on send message. Now, if I open the other browser, if I open this, come back to my website, if I go to my account, and if you see these messages, if I click on continue, as you can see, I have this message. So I can now just chat with this person. All right. And click on send. This message is sent instantly in real time. Again, I can come over here. And as you can see, I got a notice that I received a new message. So if I go to messages, as you can see, refreshed, and I have this message. So this is how this thing works. If you want to, you can also favorite some profiles. You can add balance, you can advertise, you can do all these things, which you have already seen. You can click on this button, view my profile, and you can see your profile. If you want to add any profile as your favorite, you can click on add as favorite, and that thing will work. You can now go to chat room. You can have open chat over here in the chat room. And I think with this, we have completed this tutorial. I hope you guys find this tutorial helpful. If you find this tutorial helpful, make sure to subscribe and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any future notifications. If you like this video, give a thumbs up to this video, share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, whatever social media platform you use. And throughout the video, if you have any doubts, any comments, any suggestions for me, you can always leave them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next one.